It's that time again, ladies and gentlemen, and today have I got some fun planned for you. We're keeping it very simple by playing Vanilla HOI, but it's Vanilla HOI with a twist. Today we're going to be using a mod that adds a new special project. That special project being walkers. That's right, two-legged mechanized machines of destruction. And to do this, how are we going to utilize them? By playing as America, of course. That's right, we are going to be taking these two-legged walking machines of destruction and taking them through the lands of Europe, Asia, and wherever it may be that they are needed to go and bring democracy to the people. They need freedom. They need democracy. And baby, I need oil. So without further ado, leading as FDR, let's go get ourselves some walkers. So very much like normal HOI4 experiences, when you're playing as America, there's not a whole lot you can do until the world basically goes to hell. So I'm going to use that time wisely. I'm just going to build a bunch of civvies, and of course, I'm also going to build a tank experimental facility over here in Ohio. After I've built that on my civvies, I'm going to mass produce some mill factories, push down the path of least resistance, that path being continue the deal, maybe Neutrality Act, maybe limited, I don't know just yet, and just playing like America as normal. However, when things hit the fan, I'm gonna have my walkers ready. I'm sending them in, boys, I'm sending them in. So I'll see you shortly. I'm just gonna get everything set up and get the groundwork sorted. And just like that, the wait is finally over. As you can see, things are looking a little bit different, and the world has got it out of control within the last year. So things have got out of control to the point of where this is the world. Ukraine has risen, White Russia has risen, the communists have failed, the Empire of Britain has fallen apart in favor of the king, the Germans have gone democratic, the Polish now have a king, Yugoslavia is part of this faction, France is doing something, and then Asia's on fire as per usual. So because of this, I decided in the end to go along the lines of interventionism. There we go, I said it eventually. And I'm pushing down this way because at least this way I have goals and targets to go for. I obviously get that through war plan anyway, but you know, I've got something there rather than neutrality. I'm also pushing down this line here. As for this whole point of this video, our walkers, that is also in the process. As you can see, the walkers have been done. Go to production, I can now produce a basic walker body. I am so ready for this. I love this. I need this. But to do this, I need a lot more army experience and a hell of a lot more mill factories. My speech is all over the place today. I'm finishing up pumping out these civvies. I might start doing, since I can pump out 4 at a time, I might do 2 mill, 2 civ, 2 mill, 2 civ, until it just gets through that way. Either way, I need to expand my military. I need to start getting equipment because my infantry equipment is my bomber equipment is my air force in general is just So I'll let everyone crack on with it. I'm going to keep on, I can't English, it's a hard day. I'm going to keep on building up, keep on pushing forward, and keep on becoming the sleeping lion that will awaken once poked by the Japanese. We're going to see how this goes. It's going to be a fun one. I can't wait to get my walkers in the field. You know, I definitely made the wise decision to go down the path of intervention and not the one for, like, neutrality. Simply down to the fact of we are now here, and look at my southern border. We've got the Mexican Soviets against the Mexican Catholics, and it's just getting out of hand. There is a rebellion and a change in the air on every single part of the continent. Not to mention down here, we no longer have a Portugal, because Portugal became communist and declared war on Spain, of which Spain happily won. And then the Polish decided to declare war on Germany, and they very much easily lost. Their king has been replaced by a democracy led by Stanislaw Mikolajewicz. I probably pronounced that wrong. But it wasn't just that either, because the Czechs were in the same faction. The Czechs have been destroyed. Like, Prague is now owned by the Italians for some reason. Dino Grandi now owns all of this. The world has gone absolutely bonkers. We need to build our mechs. We need to get producing. We need to get on the front line. As you can see, we have already pushed out quite a lot. I'm going to go ahead and rush out the last of my factories. Mill factories are looking good. Get these last few done here. And then I'm just going to start pummeling tons of factories into walkers, mechanical, and then Air Force. It's needed, it's a necessity, and there's no paid licenses. Who's not paying licenses? I didn't even know that there was licenses between me and Latvia. What licenses are they talking about? I have no idea. Okay, right, well, time to get producing an army that matters. You know, I thought this playthrough was going to be a normal one. I genuinely thought it was going to be a normal one, but I think that was too much to hope for because things have just got crazy and they've got out of hand. So Canada sort of broke apart and they're now having this interior fight, but then obviously Imperius Canada is now part of this faction, and I now have these guys in my faction because I did the Monroe Doctrine, and Mexico beat the Soviets, but now Catholic Mexico is supported by the co-prosperity sphere and obviously Japan. The Russian Empire is now against this, which is the German faction, and then France is not the nationalist France, which was there once a minute ago, and now it's the democratic France led by this, but for some reason they're orange. And the Italian Empire is now a thing, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I joined the Canadian faction Commonwealth of Nations. Then they left. I was made party leader. Now I'm the leader. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to accept the call to arms so that I can just declare war on the imperialist Canada, give that back to normal Canada, which means I'm now going to be at war with Britain and Italy, which gives me one mission to work on. I also have down here my nations to go to war with, and I can get puppet focuses, which is nice, which is all in South America, but I can't go to war with them because most of my factions in South America are at war with these guys over here, so it's just an endless bloody circle. It's too much. I'm stressed. Does it show? And I can't even produce guns. Look, I'm trying to produce guns, and I'm 300 days away from producing rifles, but I'm so far behind. I need to deal with this. You know, FDR, we need to get the wheels moving on this. Wait, hold on. Was FDR the one in the wheelchair? Oh, no, that's pretty bad wording. Okay, this whole thing is just blown up, and it's just got into a really bad way because Japan declared war on the Philippines, and because of that, Japan are now on my southern border with the support of Catholic Mexico. Oh, my God. I do not have the sanity and the patience for this. Why are you doing this, Japan? Why? Okay, I just need to get myself together. Maybe I can come out on top. I'm not a powerful America, and yet it's 1941. I have not made the preparations that you're supposed to make as a player. Okay, we're just going to crack on. Hopefully we can push them out. Yep, it would definitely be that this is not the playthrough of luck. I've managed to get Mexico to finally cap by pushing them here with much help thanks to my mech division. As you can see, we finally have them on the field. They look so cool. They look really, really cool. But that's besides the point. They are struggling. And because of that, I've just looked up here. My ally in Canada has collapsed and the imperialists have won. Luckily, they're not coming after me just yet. But my war map is, yeah, I've got a task ahead of me. I've got one hell of a task. I'm stuttering. I'm stuttering because I'm just in absolute shock. I am not equipped. If we look at me compared to my enemies, I currently have 72 divisions. And if we go over here, Japan is equipped with nearly 200. I am not prepared for this. I am not ready for this. I'm already losing the Philippines. I've got no factories. I've got nothing. But I'm going to fix that right now. Undisturbed isolation. I need 300 political power, and once I do, I'm putting this bish on war economy. I may have to censor myself. Up to now, I've kept a good record on YouTube of not swearing, not because I don't want to, just because YouTube's a bit of a when it comes to censoring. I might have to break my good boy code. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on, hopefully make some progress, and oh, what is this jigsaw? What is this? This is disgusting. Oh, what is this playthrough, bro? And here we are. I fast forwarded all the way to 1945 because this whole time, all I've been doing is just holding on to my territories that I gained from this war that is still ongoing and taking over the Pacific because the Pacific is a horrible campaign. But now we have this. Roosevelt passes away. FDR is dead. Harry Truman has taken over. Welcome, Mr. President, and we are now about to land in Japan. I still don't have nukes, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. The Navy is in, everything is groovy, everything is gravy. We're going to go ahead and do this. I now have jets as well, as you can see, and of course, I also have my mechs, which are stationed down here in the lands of Iwo Jima. Hopefully we can land, and if we can, I'm sending mechs into Tokyo. On the real though, I'm actually really surprised because my marine template is so simple, but it seems to be doing a really good job for the most part. Like look, we've already got a land in Nagasaki, which is fantastic. Sending my mechs straight in, and they're gonna go all the way up to Okayama. Hopefully they can get a move on. Thank you very much. If I can land in Yokohama, I also have a 24 stack normal army over here. Hopefully they can land as well. It would seem my invasions into Okayama and into Yokohama failed, but we managed to land in the south in Nagasaki. Our Marines are going to hold it down, and I'm hoping my Mechs can land, start causing some havoc. I also am researching some modern tank chassis, so I'm hoping I can have modern tanks assisting them fairly soon. All in all though, good campaign. Hopefully the Japanese can surrender soon. And it's finally done. The Japanese have finally capitulated. The fall of Tokyo has done. The Americans have taken over. I just need to get rid of this little like Manchukuo unit thing here. Now, what that means is we now have a task to do. And that task is to get rid of 2 people people. That is Jaibei, Sanma, and the Third Rome. Now, Third Rome should be easy because Third Rome are on the verge of collapse. I literally just need to take Vladivostok and they are finished. After that, Jaibei, Sanma actually have a bit of life to them. They have up to 200 divisions and their capital is... where is this? Beijing. Oh, maybe I can do this. I don't know. But it means I'm going to have to bring all of my 90 divisions that were on the islands and I'm bringing them to the mainland. We're about to get busy with it. Play Sean Paul. So, it's time to land the invasions, deal with Asia, and I guess I'll see you when Rome and everything of this collapses. And after that, I can focus on whatever the hell this is because, my God, this needs a little bit more than democracy and freedom. And there we go. We finally have Peace Treaty 1 in 1946. It's ridiculous. But... as you can see, we came second in this peace treaty, which means we have a lot of legwork. The Germans carried a lot, so did the Swedish Council of the North. I'm going to try and be fair with this peace treaty, but I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go. But, you know, it will be what it will be. I'll do my best. And there is our first peace treaty. The US took 76, the Germans took 95. Now, the Kingdom of Germany, although a kingdom, is still a democracy, so I can work with them. Same for the Nordics, right? These guys over here clearly went for, and we clearly were given the old empire of which Sweden once had, minus obviously the northern European territories. France is still alive. Germany ate all of the Spanish Peninsula. We ate all of this. However, I'm not taking this for good, and it's very important I mention that. The only thing we're taking for good is Mexico, because they're idiots and they shouldn't have conspired with the Japanese in the first place. I'm going to go ahead, go to my occupied territory. There we go. Return territory, American China. Go ahead, bing, bang, bong. And just like that, we now have American China as a puppet. We also have Japan. I'm going to release nation as a puppet. Retain states with our court. Yes. Like so, they now have a Japanese puppet. Release Korea. Release as puppet. Just like that. Third Rome, I have something to do with that. Return territory in Sakhalin, take it. Fantastic. I now have Tibet. Now, I can release Tibet. I was hoping China would eat it. Apparently not. So I guess I'm going to release them as a puppet too. Panama, stay eaten. Mexico, stay eaten, and everyone else stay eaten. There we go, though. We have our peace treaty. Peace treaty number 1, democracy restored. Wang Wenhao, Syngman Rhee, and of course, Tetsu Katayama. Things are looking good, baby. Things are looking good. Now I just need to go get revenge on these guys who are very, very screwed because they've annoyed the whole world. And, Georgie boy has been left with a very difficult task. We're going to line up, get ready, and then we're going to join. I just need to get all my troops in one line. I need to get my production through the roof, and I need my walkers moving. I need walkers, I need modern tanks. We're going to make it happen. And it's finally begun. We're now slowly pushing into the lands of Britain and their allies, starting with Imperialist Canada, liberating our Canadian allies. Things are going well, things are going sweet. It's just a matter of liberating the Americas and then pushing into Asia, i.e. India, with mass amounts of cash, and then eventually sinking everything on the British Isles. Oh my God, that's a lot of planes. The Germans are having a field day. And it would seem my mechanical monsters are not all they're cracked up to be, because whilst I'm still finishing up, the Germans have just waltzed in. They've just completely walked in and dealt with the English like there's no tomorrow. Very easy. Like, I've only just finished cleaning up South America, and I managed to finish up India by using Bangladesh's borders, right? I did all of this. All I was going to do was quickly patch up patch up Africa and use the ports in Germany to naval invade. But the Germans got there before me. Like, the Germans are about to dominate. It turns out democracy is about to be restored with the German-American indirect alliance because, hi-ya. It's been an interesting campaign. I think once Britain falls, that's going to be the end of it. And, well, we'll see what happens with this peace deal, eh? I mean, I don't know why I should be surprised because we didn't really do much in the grand scheme of things in this war particularly. But we only walked away with 593 points, whereas Germany was with 1,700. Ha! Okay, let's do this peace treaty. I'll see you after. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your peace treaty. US coming in 4th place. Not that great, actually. Germany leading the charge. It would no surprise, really. This is the peace treaty. We took some territory. We didn't take a lot. Australia got their land back. South Africa got their land back. Canada got their back. UK was divided. We had Ireland liberated, Wales liberated, and Scotland liberated. The United Kingdom of just England and, I guess, Cornwall, but turned back into a democracy. Isle of Man and Gibraltar went to Germany. We have German Italy existing as a thing. The whole of Africa got divided and liberated. India was made a democracy. Pakistan was released as well. And then we took some of the British territories like Hong Kong and we took their islands in the Pacific and the Indian Ocean, as well as the Falklands. Oh, you gotta love that penguin spice. But as far as things go, I think that's the campaign done for today. I was expecting a little bit more. I was not expecting it to be crazy. And actually, I was expecting more from my mechs. Like, not only were they expensive to build, it was hard to keep producing them, and they just weren't that good. I mean, this is what they ended up working out as. And in the end, they were useless. They were slower than tanks, and they hit less hard than tanks, and this is with them all tricked out and everything with modern tech. Like rank 3 or rank 2 mediums are far more superior. Like, having this is cool for the sake of being able to say, oh, I've got a mech, I've got a walker, but that's as far as it goes. I am a little bit sad it didn't hit as hard, but we completed our mission. You know, America and Germany work together to liberate the world and bring democracy. That's fascism. Democracy to the world in a very disorderly fashion. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to call the video, but we'll come up with something. Hopefully it's not too clickbaity. Till then, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to, of course, click the like button or subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments. Tell me what you guys want to see. Tell me what you liked about this. Keep me in the know. Tell me how you feel. And yeah. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video I do. Till then, all the best and have a good one. Ta-da!